Yes, y'all. Welcome. Seconds out. Don't worry about them other MMA shows, them other platforms, Pub Sports Radio. We the best out. MMA Locker Room right here, man. I got a real special guest backstage joining us. What? 24 hours? Nope. 12 hours? Yeah, shit. About 12 to 16 hours before fight time. So, he's ready to go, man. I got the one and only, man. He goes by the name of, I'll get to that in a minute. Let's go over the record real quick. 17 wins, 7 losses. Watch this one. If you want to get funky, you just got to call him the Afro Monkey. So here we go right here. My man Andre Ewell joins the locker room once again, my man. How you doing?
Pretty solid, and I promise you that was nice and funky for the Afro Monkey. I like where you went there.
I got you, man. Hey, it's a Cali thing out here, man. So how you doing right now, man? You got a big fight coming up. What? A couple of hours from now?
Basically, less than I believe 12, give or take. So either or, I'm doing great. I'm rehydrating, and I'm making sure my rehydration is on point, and I'm on point.
I feel it. All right, so real quick, man. Last fight, didn't go your way. It's still one of the things that a lot of people know. You're one of the most exciting prospects in the division. Whenever you're in there in the ring, it's excitement. They call you Mr. Highlight and everything like that. Do you feel sometimes fans start to, discredit people after one loss and forget what they've done in their whole career?
Oh, definitely. Because right now I'm lost in the sauce. So granted, I have to end up going back to my old roots of basically breaking it out of what I'm stating today, the Afro Monkey. So let's go for that. At the end of the day, that's just what comes. That's what it comes with on the field that we're in. You're gonna have those moments where they're gonna be riding with you. Like I said, one day you're someone's hero, the next day you're someone's villain. So you just kind of have to pick and choose what you're rolling with. So that's just how I end up feeling about it, and obviously pushing forward to honestly showcase it so people don't forget who I am.
All right, no, and I hear you on that, man. Definitely can't forget who you are, and I mean, I don't think anybody can forget who you are because you have one of the most electric entrances. I mean, you're always coming out with the big perms, the curly wigs and stuff. But so if the Afro Monkey is here today, who is there at the last fights that was showing up? What's the name of that guy?
We'll go ahead and call him Perm. AKA that was Mr. Highlight, but granted, Gaethje's Mr. Highlight. Let's go ahead and end up giving what's facts is facts. And I'm actually cool with the dude. Last fight, talked to him, chopped it up with him, and making sure that I end up having fun and automatically do what I do best. But I'm not a fan of taking other people's names, so I'm bringing it back to where I'm, what I'm used to, what I'm known for. Everybody in Cali knows me for the name of Afro Monkey, and especially when the Afro is out, etc. So that's where we're at with it.
All right. So when the Afro Monkey's in the ring, is there a difference that we're going to see now in the Afro Monkey than we seen in Perm? Because, a lot of people out there, they know when you're in the ring, you're getting a lot of output out, outstriking your opponents by a lot of strikes usually. A lot of times going to decisions, sometimes that can be in your best outcome. A lot of times it can't. So are we going to see something different with this Afro Monkey in here? Or are you going to be going out looking for the kill, or same old thing?
Oh, it's going for the kill. At the end of the day, that's how it is. That's my style. That's the style that I end up pushing forward, and that's what it is. When the perm's out, it's more artsy and classy. Kind of survive. I'm gonna say survive, but put a little bit of spaz in my art. At the end of the day, that's how it kind of ends up coming out and looking. But this other case for me, it's going to be me pushing it where it's going to be brutal, as in, hey, I'm looking for that knockout. Hey, more timing for the knockout. Hey, I'm about to place it up for a knockout. So I'm back to the moment of not thinking, hey, we could probably roll today. Nah, not. There's no rolling in my mindset. And granted, I feel like in this fight, it's going to be a lot of shots. It's going to be taking a lot of shots, trying to take me down and whatnot, and whatever comes about. But I'm aiming and looking for a finish. So just know that a finish is coming.
Man, you guys heard it here first, man. So all you guys out there trying to cash your tickets on Fight Going the Distance, rip that up right there. You all by decision? Maybe, but nah, man. We coming for that knockout, man. So that's good to hear right there, man. Love it right now. And another thing, so after that fight with Chris Gutierrez, I remember it vividly. Of course, Pub Sports Radio always got a ticket on you no matter where you at. First round, you definitely won that. You know, everybody in the MMA community said, you know, you definitely won that and stuff. So it was a close fight. Last fight, have you changed or are you doing anything a little bit different, particularly from that camp to this camp? Because I know you're working with that the boxing expert, the Mitt
Queen.
lady. Yeah, Mitt Queen.
Yeah. Well, definitely when it comes down to what I end up changing, it was more wrestling than jits. Because, you know, like how you said, like a lot of people, actually I got a lot that said that I did win the first round and I should have won the second round as well. Because the fact is my output was a lot more, but I ended up going for a heel hook at the end of that. And granted, with the whole knockdown in the first round, it should have been enough for me to win. But at the end of the day, when you leave it up to judges, they see what they want to see, and they only want to see flashy shit of a knockdown. If they get a flash knockdown, they're happy with it, and that's what they ran with. But again, my change up is not having so much of a jits mentality, and that's what I was end up breaking down. What I am used to and what I am, it's finishes. No matter how you end up looking at it, I'm looking. And think about it. If it came down in that second round, instead of me going for the heel hook, that whole outcome of the third round could have ended up easily being changed if I would have ended up working with the ground and pound and, you know, striking them up, basically peppering them up for the third round to finish. We would have had a different outcome. But it is what it is. You got to take the losses and that lesson and turn it into accomplishment in the next fight, which my next one is less than basically 12 hours or whatnot.
Yes, sir, man. You got to take the best of it and roll with it, man. Roll with the punches. Now, watch this little rhythm now. Like it a little bit. Like it how it's going to line up for this next fight. Fight's debut, Hannon Burrell, underdog on there. Not the biggest underdog that he is yet in his career. Wins that fight. Next fight, Nathaniel Wood. Slight pick'em, -105, -110. Loses that fight. Next fight, Anderson Dos Santos wins that fight. Next fight, Marlon Vera loses that fight. Next fight, win, lose. Like, you get the rhythm I'm on right now, my man. So we're trading wins and losses right now, and you just came off that loss. So right now, you're positioned for this win right now, man. So I'm really excited right now. Also, too, man, you're gonna be introducing this guy to your weight class. He's moving down to come down there to your weight class, right?
Yeah, definitely. Well, granted that he was already a 35er there, I believe, because he fought Brian Ortega twice. But he's coming back, and again, like I said, in the UFC, I'm basically welcoming him home. So I'm going to end up making sure that it's a beautiful welcoming. Yeah. Shout out to my mans, but beautiful opening for him to bring it back down to 35.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And how do you feel about this one, though? Because like I said, when you fought Burrell, you were a +155 underdog. Right now, I want to say you're like a +178. You're like the highest underdog that you have ever been in any of your fights in the UFC right now today. How does the Afro Monkey come out and perform under that?
Yeah, we end up performing, like I said, do what we do best. At the end of the day, he's just another opponent on the other side of the cage, and that's how I'm going to end up looking at it. So the doubter's always going to end up doubting, and they always go off of their last performance. So, hey, we know that wasn't my best. And granted that I looked great, but it ended up coming out the way it did, and that's what they're kind of shooting with. So it is what it is. You just end up taking, you take the lickings and automatically change people's mind. And at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to end up doing. I'm going to change all their minds tomorrow. So let's make that happen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then so the weight cut's already done. That was in the bag. Was it an easy one this time? Was it a little bit harder? Because the weird thing about it is listening to some of these fighters nowadays, they seem like the weight cuts are getting a little bit easier.
Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, since it's the long break, I didn't like my weight cut this time. And that's just me being frank of it. But it was easy. But again, didn't like it. Like all the other ones that I had was a lot easier. It's bacon falling off, but I was like used to it. But since I had that little small delay of like thinking that you're going to come back or custom on, like, putting a lot of time on the heat of like the weather that is going off. So everything was waving off. But again, at the end of the day, I'm feeling great. I'm feeling really good. And it's going to be a nothing but a W on my end.
I hear it. Any walkout music particular that you plan on walking out to this time?
Oh, the Rocker Wilder. You feel me? With Method and Redman. It's happening.
The Rock Water? Oh, I got you. Hell yeah.
About to have that shit. It's about to be bumping. fun.
Yeah, that's gonna have it electric right there, man. A lot of people don't remember that. That's that
Right.
real hip hop right there. Method Man and Redman.
Got turned it into a straight concert. Just
Hell yeah. So I mean, this card is stacked with your people fighting in your weight class, man. You seen some of the other fighters on there. You got Giannis and Costa. Shit, you got the main event. You got Sanhagen and Dillashaw. You got Kyler Phillips and Ruvion Paiva. I mean, this card right now, with the win right here, you're gonna be positioned right back in that winning circle and everything like that. Where are you at with the UFC? Like, how many fights do you got left on the contract? Are you in renegotiating for a new one or anything like that?
Already working on the new one, so I'm already connected. I got like good 4. So after this, it'll be 3 more. But granted, after the next 2 fights, gonna probably most likely renegotiate and make it all happen again. So that's where I'm at with that. So job's definitely safe, and it's always gonna be safe because, like you stated, I bring excitement every time that I'm in the cage. So there he is.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And here, man, we like to bet. So we already got one bet on you. What we like to do, we like to let the fighter give out a fighter parlay pick. So we're going to put you down for one already for the leg. What I'm going to do right now, I'm going to bring up the fight card. I'm going to have you just pick like 2 other fighters besides yourself. And, we're going to go ahead and see what it pays out to. Because here at Pub Sports Radio, we always like to make a little bit of money in gambling and stuff like that. So let's see right now, man. Off the jump right now in the main event, are you liking anybody in the main event? TJ Dillashaw versus Corey Sandhagen.
Oh, see, look, you already put me in a really awkward position. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you guys a little facts on the situation. So my mind is TJ is coming back into a very hard, difficult fight. Granted, winnable, but it is a difficult one because Corey is Corey, and that man put in a lot of work, and that man is like a shark. And, he already has the height on his side and everything. So that's that poison when you're going to have to end up playing with.
Okay. And what about, let's see, you could pick. Let us know any other fighter you like on this whole card. On the whole card now.
But see, look, I like everybody right now. But hold on. We got which one's going to be a good one is Kyler versus
Ruvion Paiva.
There we go. That was going to be a very interesting one. Just factors in one's a lighter weight, but that anything is possible. Anything could possibly happen in the 35 weight class. Granted that man Paiva's coming from 25, but he's coming in with that heat. You're going to end up seeing why he is number 12 at flyweight for a reason. And so that one's going to end up being a very interesting and fun fight. Granted that Kyler Matrix should win that, but it's still one of those anything can happen. So that's going to be there on that pick.
Man, I like your take on that too, because a lot of people is just giving Kyler Phillips the win and everything, and I'm like, hey man, don't count out Pavia, man. He was a beast at that other weight class. Now he don't got to cut weight like that, so we'll actually see how it pulls out in this new weight class for him. So unofficially, it sounds like my man Afro Monkey is going with Afro Monkey himself.
Facts.
Corey Sandhagen and Kyler Phillips right there. Sounds like a parlay out there for me. So let's see. Right now, my man Billy Brisbane's the man backstage, making it all happen. Booyah. Plus 479 right there, folks. If you play those 3 fighters that you're just laid out for you, Kyler Phillips, Corey Sandhagen in himself, that's a parlay right there that you can get only at mybookie.ag. Use the promo code PubSportsRadio for a match bonus if you want to get some mo. Hell yeah, man. Hey, so real quick, we're going to end it like this. I got this thing I got called Legendary Questions. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just shoot for them real quick, and you're just going to ask them real quick, sporadic. And we're going to start off with the first one. Bruce Lee or Chuck Norris?
Bruce Lee.
All right, cool. X-Men or DC?
You got me. I'm DC because I'm Flash. I fucks with Flash all day.
WWF or WCW?
WWF. Just like you said F. Everybody knows.
Right?
That
like
was the world. That's where I live off of. And
that's the F is where it was at, right? They changed it to the E, and this shit went bananas. All right, cool. Jordans or Nikes?
Funny thing is, I'm gonna go ahead with Nikes because I started to rock Nikes, but I grew up not rocking either of them, and that's
okay. Was you more of like a Vans type Adidas Puma All-Star Superstar guy? Converse
no names. I was no names. I don't know if anybody remember the no names, but I was no names. I didn't have the money like that. So no names was my Jordan / Nikes.
I feel you on that, man. Can't go wrong with that. All right, bigger death that affected you out here in this LA area: Nipsey Hussle or Kobe Bryant?
I'm gonna definitely go with Nipsey, but granted that Kobe was a big part, but that was like on the sports athlete, but Nipsey was bigger on my end because I'm very hood nigga. So
yeah.
So that's like something that's automatically always gonna be there. So RIP both of them. Though.
Yes, sir. All right, and then we got a few more right now. We're gonna wrap it down. Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter?
Street Fighter.
Okay. Right. Would you rather be a part owner of the UFC or part owner of Bitcoin?
Part owner of UFC. Because it's gonna blow up even bigger. Just know that.
Hey, I feel you on that. Now we could get a stock in it too. That just got released like 2 or 3 months ago. Gonna look into that. Give me the money or give me the
fame.
Hey, it's the same answer, bro. I ask everybody, and it's the same, man. It's the same. And then this is the last one. All right, top 5. 5 meaning, you know how they say in basketball. They say, oh, you got Jordan, LeBron, Magic, Kareem. Nobody could beat those. Top 5 in UFC. You walk in any spot, any arena, any place. Ain't nobody fucking with y'all.
Clearly me. So I'm up on there. You already know.
Mr. Highlight.
And you're going to end up, I'm going to go with John Jones. Granted that he ain't fighting lately, but I'm going with my man's there. I am definitely going to end up picking Max Holloway because he's with the hands, And I'm going to go with, so where am I at? I'm already at 3?
Yep.
Let's see. I'm going to go with, no, not him, but Usman. He'll grab the shit out of you, lock you down like a shark. Or gorilla, we'll go ahead and say that. And I'm going to go with my man's, okay, we always need a Cali chin man, Diaz. There you go. He's the one that's taking punches with the club, but he's good.
Hey, but which Diaz? Because they're both back now, my man.
Back, you all right? I'm gonna go with Nate because Nate's always one with the chin, and we don't know where the other one's at right now.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah, man. It's been a nice little time right here, man. So real quick, I'm gonna just go through some of the chat's comments and stuff. You got Mystic Sosa saying, love the Afro wig, but the first wig looks more savage.
Got you. I got you. That's the perm life. I'm with you. Let's just know that.
We got my man Boston Nick, the one and only, one of the originators of the Shoeys on stream, saying, Dre, best of luck. You don't need no luck. You got this.
Facts.
You know it, man. Nah, man. And then let's see. And then Billy Brisping saying, how you not gonna put Francis in the top 5 in there, man?
Hey, granted that Francis is the man, he's club punching the shit out of everybody, but John Jones, we might need somebody to get hold him. Jones, hold him. He's thinking for the group. I need somebody thinking for the group besides me.
Hell yeah. Love it like that. So right now, man, we're going to turn the floor over to you, man. We know you press for time and everything like that. So, man, shout out all your sponsors. Shout out all your training partners. Shout out the people that don't get the shout outs that she's supposed to shout out. Right now, the floor is yours.
Well, my shout out's going to be quick. Hey, Team Ewell. So you part of that? That's what's up. You with me? And then granted Dynasty, we got them always pushing back and always had my back. And, clearly my managing group, Dodge Sports, nothing but love always. And then obviously granted, there's always going to be shout outs and to my boys, June and Eli. I love y'all. Daddy loves you. And that's what we got. And hey, thank you for having me. Let's go.
All day, man. You already know, man. You're like a regular here, man. Been having you on. Matter of fact, you were my first UFC interview, my dude, like about 2 years back. I'll never forget it. So, yeah, man. Appreciate it, man. So, man.
Nothing but love. Thank you for having me.
All day, man. You already know, man. You heard it here first, man. Money on you right now. Hey, put some sprinkles on him inside the distance. He said, fuck the decision. We coming for the win this time with the Afro Monkey out here. So, man, until next time, I just want to say everybody out there, man, if you guys ain't know, Now you know. Seconds out, F the other stations, Pub Sports Radio. We the best out. We out, man.
Peace.